Hey, let's go ahead and get started with a messages from your spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. All right, what motivation do we have for the collective spirit? What's the most, that one totally just came out in my hand, so I'm going to read these both. If taking action toward our dreams before the perfect conditions arise, or before we receive permission, is unreasonable or reckless, then we must be unreasonable and reckless. So it's almost like taking action before you think you're ready. A lot of the time, people are looking for perfect conditions. Oh, I have to be this, or it has to be this way, or I can't be happy unless. Spirit's saying, no, it's okay. What's the worst that's going to happen? You have to go back and redo something. It's not that big of a deal. This day is to be enjoyed like a pause at a cool stream during summer's heat. So enjoying the day regardless, every single day, is a blessing. I'm going to start off with these cards. Let's see. Work your light. Spirit, please show me what messages do we have for the collective? What's the most important messages? What is the most important messages? Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? You have all these things that are coming at you. It's like everybody wants something from you. I need this and I need this. And what you need to do is set healthy boundaries. And it's okay to say no. It's okay to say, listen, I'm not available at this time. Okay. So setting healthy boundaries is really important. And I feel like that's kind of what we're doing right now. Like, we've been learning how to set boundaries for a really long time. And some people will toxically use that. Well, I'm setting a boundary. No, some people are just running away. Some people are just using spiritual, words just to make themselves feel better, when really, in all actuality, it's a form of escapism, so that they don't have to face their reality. They don't actually have to face anything, and they don't have to have those tough conversations that maybe we need to have. Spirit, what else do we have for the collective? What is the most important messages? Spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. The ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. A lot of people, I hear this one all the time. Why is this happening to me? Instead of asking, why is this happening to you? Ask, why is this happening? Like, recognize that this is happening for you, not to you. All kinds of circumstances are happening for you, but we look at it from such a negative connotation, right? So what else do we have? Life is constantly unfolding for you, and you're going to have to set boundaries with people, places, and things that no longer serve a purpose. All right. What else do we have for this collectives? Spirit guides, angels, ancestors from the pure white light. What else do we have? We've got leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. Listen, isn't that what we just talked about? If taking action towards our dreams before the perfect conditions arise, or before we receive permission, is unreasonable or reckless, then we must be unreasonable and reckless. So this is like the universe asking you to take this leap of faith into the unknown. But in doing so, you're going to have to open up to whatever is unfolding before you, whether that's moving to that new city, or starting that new job, or, going into a new relationship. Be willing to take a leap of faith, because guess what? With this full moon in Aquarius, there's a lot of unpredictability that is going on in the sky. You might have thought, I'm going this way. And all of a sudden, unbeknownst to you, this whole other path opens up for you that you didn't think that was even possible, and you're going to have to decide. So Uranus, being the ruler of this full moon, is expect the unexpected. And in the next few weeks, you're going to have unexpected opportunities that are opening up for you. And look, we have that full moon in the background right here, and Spirit saying you can either sit there and you can watch everybody else out there living their life, and why do they get all these things and blah, blah, blah. Or you could actually go out and take those leap of faith yourself. You can continue making excuses as to why you're standing on the cliff while the other people are making these biggest leaps of their lives. I hear excuses all the time from the collective, and Spirit's like, it's funny because you're longing for a place that you've never been before. You're longing for home. That's what Mintakan says. Longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. So it's like you're sitting on the precipice, you're looking out upon the horizon, and it's like you've had to learn to, stop listening to what other people are doing. People will project to you like where they feel insecure. Oh, don't do that because A, B, C, and D. Stop listening to them. That's them projecting to you their shortcomings or why they don't want to do certain things in their lives. That's not on you. You're here to live your life. And that's why it's saying every day is to be enjoyed. And if you don't enjoy where you are, there's a whole world waiting for you to show up and would be highly disappointed if you didn't. And if you're searching for a place called home, home is not a place, it's a feeling. And if you feel called to go to a certain place in your life, then go there. Because in the end, you never know who you're going to meet. You never know what doors are going to open up for you. Like this rose was once a bud, and now it is this flowering, beautiful, it's you. You are the rose, okay? And you're the one unfolding right now. And you are the one that needs to go take this leap of faith. And again, regardless of what other people are doing. Some people would rather keep themselves small. And then again, they want to put, look at that mirror. Who or what is triggering you? Well, what's triggering a lot of people is their own darkness. And you have to trust the niggle is what it's saying. What is that niggling feeling that's inside of you? It's like I said, there's a whole world waiting for you to show up and would be highly disappointed if you don't. And a lot of the time people will go, oh, don't do that because of, look at the cost of living or look, I heard that one when I moved to Hawaii. Oh, it's so expensive. And yes, they're not lying. And right now they really are pricing people out. But at the end of the day, I was still able to maintain my lifestyle while I was living there, right? So at the end of the day, if a place is meant for you, the universe will give you all the means necessary to be able to maintain and sustain that way of life. So stop listening to what other people are trying to tell you. Again, it's their own shortcomings. They're the ones who wants to pop your balloon because that's how they feel about their own life. At the end of the day, again, you need to set healthy boundaries. And it's almost like I'm getting where you should just put your hands over your ears and stop listening to what other people are saying because they don't live your life and you don't live theirs. All right? So what other messages do we have for the collective, Spirit? What other messages do we have for the collective? Yeah, it's like you're going to have to drown out the noise. That's what it's saying. Yes, transformation through boundaries. You're transforming. You're learning how to set those healthy boundaries. Isn't it funny how these two are clarifying one another? You see this one's arms out and their arms are out. And it's like, you know what? I am transforming right now at a cellular level. And I don't care what all of you guys want from me. I'm doing what I need to be doing. Bottom of the deck, we got signs and reminders. And it's like you're that butterfly going through that metamorphosis. It's like, you know what? Butterflies do not wait for caterpillars to transform. Butterflies become butterflies and they go off on their own. If people want to choose to actually transform on their own, they will. And if they don't, they're going to sit stagnant and they're always going to be making excuses as to why they can't. Okay? You, on the other hand, you're this beautiful rose. And you need to it's almost like that butterfly that goes, oh my God, right when I said that, there's a butterfly, literally a white one flying around right now. A butterfly goes from, flower to flower to flower to flower. It doesn't just sit around on one flower and eat. It wants to taste the sweet nectar of all of these different flowers. And, and it just keeps going back and forth. So maybe that's a message for you. It's time for you to go back and forth. Maybe life has felt desolate. It just felt like it was never ending story. And now it's an opportunity for you to transform all of that. What else do we have for the collective, Spirit? What else do we have for the collective? Yeah, power and intention. This is all about your power and intention. You have the power to transform your life and go in any direction that you shall choose. And it's like you're just going to have to set your intentions and go with what you're asking for, and do so with ease and grace. And I feel like, you know what, when we take these leaps of faith, it's not like you're a bowl in a china cabinet, okay? Oh my God, look at the bottom of the deck. Again, signs and reminders. You saw me shuffling. So that is supposed to be there. So at the end of the day, I feel like, everything just happens to open up, and it happens so simply, it happens easily, and all you have to do is just go on the journey. It's literally that simple. The right house opens up, the right career opportunity opens up, travel opens up. You happen to have the right amount of money in your account to make all of these things happen for you. And all you have to do is just go. It's like it's too easy. It's just so easy. You just fall right in. Ease and grace. And I feel like you're going to start seeing the signs, or you've been seeing signs for a really long time. It's almost like, for the longest time, my whole life, I saw Hawaii, 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 Hawaii. I was meeting people from Hawaii. The last year before I moved to Hawaii, I was meeting, I had, my clients would call and say, hey, Peace, can I get in for a reading? I'm getting ready to head out to Hawaii on vacation. And then I would get another call, hey, Peace, I just got back from Hawaii and I was wondering if I could hook up with you for a reading. And next thing you know, I had to call my girlfriend who's a reader, and I was like, can I get in with you? She's like, hell yeah. And I was like, is this serious? All the signs, actually showing me that I'm headed. She goes, girl, you're headed there quicker than you think, within the next 8 weeks. You know what I did? I went home, sped it up, and I was gone in 2. So do you see what I'm saying? It's like anywhere you're supposed to be, it's just going to open up for you. It's like a flower. It just opens up naturally. You don't have to force it. You don't have to make things happen. It just happens for you. And other people are going to come in, and they're going to want to stop you from transforming or flying away from them, because they want to keep you stuck, because they feel stuck right where they are. And the thing is that's not your destiny. Your destiny is to go off on the journey. See how she was sitting here 1 minute, and the book ends at the beginning, and now all of a sudden everything's just happening for her, and now she's taking flight. Maybe you're flying somewhere new. Maybe it's time for you to think about traveling. Maybe it's time for you to think about where your next home is. Where do you want to settle down? Are you where you want to be? Have you been able to find somebody that you want to date in the area? Or have you already moved through all of the people in your area and you realize you got to BYOB, bring your own boy? You know what I mean? Hawaii is slim pickings, And really, there's not a whole lot going on over there. If you're going to be in a relationship, you need to have come from the mainland and brought your own. Already be married or have a relationship, because you get there, and I was there for 7 years, and honestly, I think I dated one person in the 7 years for a couple of months. They don't want to settle down, right? So for me, I'm like, okay, where do I want to go next, where I haven't tasted, the water, or I haven't put my toe in the water yet? And so I'm willing to go off on that journey and find where I'm supposed to be, instead of, holding myself back, right? I'm capable of going anywhere. And so I know what I want. Now, if you stand there and you're just watching everybody else doing it, what is that getting you? What is that getting you? Nothing but misery. So again, don't look at what everybody else has. Look at what it is that you want, and then act accordingly. Start doing the research. Start putting yourself out there for new jobs and, whatever else. And I'm telling you right now, it's about the power of intention. It's seeing yourself already in it, and then so it shall be. And it will all happen through ease and grace. I'm going to leave that here, you guys. Beautiful messages today. I love this. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, ancestors. I really appreciate all the messages that you have brought in for the collective. You guys, like this video, comment, let me know how this reading resonates with you. Give me a heart at least. And just know that I love you all so much. Check me out over on Facebook and Instagram under the Footsteps to Peace and Peace Unhinged Tarot. Take care.